against the evil one. Put on the full armor of God, the full armor of God. First things first, got the belt of truth. Ayo, ayo. Put on my boots, gotta tell the good news. Ayo, ayo. The armor of God and the shield of faith. Ayo, ayo. Got my sword and my helmet, now it's time to pray. Ayo, ayo. I put on the full armor of God, stand strong against the evil one. I put on the full armor of God, the full armor of God. First things first, you got the belt of truth. Ayo, ayo. Put on my boots, I gotta tell the good news. Ayo, ayo. The armor of God and the shield of faith. Ayo, ayo. Got my sword and my helmet, now it's time to pray. Ayo, ayo. Put on the full armor of God, stand strong against the evil one. Put on the full armor of God, the full armor of God. I put on the full armor of God, stand strong against the evil one. I put on the full armor of God, the full armor of God. Now in faith we can stand, stand, stand against every evil plan, plan, plan. Now it's time to be strong, strong, strong. He has won. I put on the full armor of God, stand strong against the evil one. I put on the full armor of God, the full armor of God. I put on the full armor of God, stand strong against the evil one. I put on the full armor of God, the full armor of God.
Well, hello there, Go Team! Vinny the Villain here! Just wanted to call and tell you about my latest mission. Cooper has been waiting in line for a super duper long time. I am gonna convince Cooper to run to the front of the line and cut in front of all his friends! And there's nothing you can do to stop me!
Good day, Go Team! I just heard the call from Vinny the Villain, and it looks like we have got some work to do. To find out how to stop Vinny, we need to look in the Superbook. The Superbook is the Bible. It tells us how to suit up with the armor of God so we can be strong and full of His power. If you want to hear a story from the Superbook, let me see you click on your super listening ears.
Click, click.
Now don't forget to put on your super eyes.
Zoop, zoop.
Great job, Go Team! God's people started disobeying God. Because of this, God allowed their enemies to treat them very badly and take over their land. God's people were so afraid, they ran and hid in caves. God's people finally prayed and asked God to help them. Let me see all of you pretend to pray. Way to go! This is Gideon. The angel of God told Gideon that God wanted him to help save God's people. The angel called Gideon a mighty warrior. Gideon didn't feel so mighty. He felt scared and not strong enough to do what God had told him to do. But the angel of God said to Gideon, "You are strong. I will be with you. Do not be afraid." Gideon put on the armor of godliness and believed that God was with him. His armor of godliness protected his heart and helped him do what God told him to do. Go Team, let me see you pat your armor of godliness. Great! Now the angel of the Lord told Gideon to tear down the tall pole and altar that Gideon's family had built to show love to fake gods. The Lord wanted Gideon to build the right kind of altar that would show love to the real God. So Gideon got 10 of his friends, and they went and did exactly what the angel of the Lord had told him to do. Even though Gideon was not sure what his family and friends would say, the armor of godliness helped Gideon stand strong and do the right thing. Go team, when we suit up and go with the armor of godliness, we know that God is protecting our hearts. He will be with us as we do what He tells us to do. Let me hear you say this after me. Go!
Go!
With the armor of godliness.
With the armor of godliness.
You've got it! We need to let Cooper know that he can put on his armor of godliness and do the right thing. Cooper and you need to know that when you suit up with the armor of godliness, you protect your heart, and God will give you power to do the right thing. Go team, this is where you come in. We need to zap the armor of godliness to Cooper before Vinny the villain gets to him. Everyone hold up your hero phones. On the count of 3, let's all zap the armor of godliness to Cooper. 1, 2, 3, zap!
Aw, drat! That super book always helps you win!
The clock. I'm guessing that you've seen Acrophobia's statue at this point. Oh good, you have. Well, according to some security footage from inside the park, when people get close to the statue, Acrophobia is zapping them with the ray blaster, turning them into his evil minions. This statue must be torn down right away. As soon as you destroy it, the minions will be freed and able to go on with their normal lives. The other heroes here at Super would love to help, but there's a crisis here at home. So suit up and go save the day.
Okay, you know what you have to do. You heard Iris. First, you have to destroy the statue, returning the minions back to normal people, and defeating Acrophobia once again. But, what are you doing?
I just can't do it.
What?
You heard Iris. Crisis is the code for too afraid. How can I defeat acrophobia by myself? If no one else thinks they can, just won't do it.
Uh-oh. It sounds like you're getting a message from Iris.
Hey there, the clock. I noticed that you are feeling a little less than super. You might feel weak right now, but you don't have to. Check out this story about Gideon. There was a time when he felt weak, but God still used him to do great things. God's people, the Israelites, had disobeyed God. Because of that, God allowed their enemies, the Midianites, to come and take over their land. The Israelites were so scared of the Midianites that they even went and hid in caves. The Israelites needed help, so they prayed to God. God sent an angel to talk to a man named Gideon. Gideon was hiding in the caves too because he was also afraid of the Midianites. The angel greeted Gideon saying, "Mighty warrior, the Lord is with you." Gideon knew how badly he and his people had been treated. He said to the angel, "You say the Lord is with us, then why has all this happened?" The angel said, "You are strong. Go and save Israel." Gideon didn't agree with what the angel was saying. "How can I possibly save Israel? I'm not strong or important." But God promised to be with Gideon and to give him victory. Later that night, God spoke to Gideon and told him to tear down the altar that was built to one of the false gods named Baal and the pole that was built to worship the false god named Asherah. Gideon was supposed to build the right kind of altar where people could worship the one true God. Even though Gideon was scared, he believed that God would protect him and he could do the right thing. So Gideon waited until it was nighttime and then went out and did exactly what God told him to do. When everyone woke up the next morning, they could not believe their eyes. The altar to Baal was demolished and the pole was cut down. In its place was a new altar to worship God. God used Gideon to do great things and gave him the power he needed even when he was scared. Sometimes it can be scary to do what is right, But when we suit up with the armor of godliness, we don't have to rely on our own power. We have God's power to help in any circumstance.
I suppose with the armor of godliness, I can defeat acrophobia and destroy that statue.
You got this! With the armor of godliness, it protects your heart so that evil minion Ray will have no effect on you.
You're right. I do got this. Wait right here. Unfreeze.
I hate it when you freeze me without warning.
Well, I did it again. I defeated acrophobia and saved the people of Epic World.
Not again! Let this be a warning to you, the clock. Your time is almost up.
Hi, C3 kids. This is Mrs. Ball. Our memory verse is found in Ephesians 6, verse 13. And it says, "Therefore, put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground. And after you've done everything, to stand." Miss you and look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.
Ready for a staring contest? Try not to blink. Ready? Round 1. Did you blink? Round 2. Great job! You can blink now. Will it superhero? Can a toy plane be a superhero? Let's find out. Can a toy plane be a superhero? Yes! Can a toaster be a superhero? Let's find out. Can a toaster be a superhero? No! Can a banana be a superhero? Come back next week to find out.